Hello, gentle viewers. This is Avindian welcoming you to the off season of our victorious season number 5, in which we defeated the Washington Nationals in an epic 7-game series to become World Series champions for the second time. Hooray! So, this episode is, as always, our off season episode, in which we'll look at some things that we can do to make sure that maybe we repeat in season number 6. We'll look at arbitration. Jose Ramirez, I'm not going to offer you jack. Okay. Romero? I'll just give you your arbitration request. I see no reason to let this last. I'll give you the 1.8 million. I'll just formally make you an offer, and you'll either take it or you won't. It's fine. Ramirez can walk. Are you any more likely? Your offers have gone up. I'm going to give you the $15 million qualifying offer. You're the only one I'm going to do that for. What about Osuna? You want a lot of money for someone who hasn't not been injured. Yeah, I've got a lot of people who are going to be coming through as free agents, and there's not much I can do about that. Because they're just not really worth hanging on to. Tristan McKenzie might be the one exception. But I can offer them minor league extensions. Let's do that. Okay, Nolan Martinez, not really that interesting. Let's offer it to Forbes and Franco. I'll offer it to McKenzie. Logan Ice had a cool name. A really cool name. Let's get Ice renewed maybe. Anyone else? I don't really see anyone else here that I'm that thrilled about keeping. Yeah, you guys can go do your own thing. Won't even consider offering Seager. I might. Let's see. What do you want for an extension, Seager? You want a lot of money, and I'm not prepared to give it to you. I'd actually rather save the money and then see what we might run into in the free agent market. So, that being said, what would Ramirez want? Yeah, he's pretty angry at me. I could totally get him with... No, I can't, because then arbitration would give him too high a salary. Oh, right. Sorry, it's the end of the season, so everyone gets to come off the DL. So let us proceed. Deeply offended that you consider me a minor league deal. You're a good third baseman that can't really play any other position except second base, and you just can't hit. So, I mean, I could offer you, like, you want a 1-year deal for $856,000? I don't even think you're worth that, I'll be honest. And he'll be out for 3 months. Totally worth it. I'll sit back for Kim. He can take 100 weeks to play again. I don't care. We won the World Series. McKenzie took a minor league extension. Romero took his 1-year deal. We got some interesting trades moving around. Yeah, I have no interest in retaining Story services. He hit really badly. So he can take a long walk. Well, Logan Ice took a minor league extension for 1 year. Now, so the big hole remains third base. And I have Nolan Jones, and it might be his year to to be my third baseman because I can't re-sign Seager. He wants too much money. But we'll see what kind of offers we can make in free agency. Anderson Franco, he won't even take a one-year deal, will he? Well, I wish you luck, my friend. You didn't really work out. Any Gold Gloves for Cleveland? Mejia wins a Gold Glove. Really? Ernesto Adams? How good were you? 18. And how good was Kageyama? 13. Fine. Fine. I actually kind of feel bad for Kageyama. He plays 150 games every season, and he hits home runs, and I always complain that he doesn't do more. I'm sorry, Kageyama. I love you. You're an amazing center fielder, and I would keep you around for just that. Reliever of the year, maybe Familia? Nope, some guy named Alex Faedo. But Familia won second best. That's cool. Silver Slugger. There is not a single Cleveland Indian. Well, that's disappointing. That's disappointing. And no one interesting here. Meh. How'd Chicago, who's won like several World Series, get a player this good? I bet this is someone you had before. Yeah, you had him in 2013, so before the game actually started. I know I didn't have Rookie of the Year. Dan Blackwell. Manager of the Year might be Freddie Gonzalez. No? Well. Go to hell, AJ Hinch. Cy Young, I don't have anybody. MVP, I have very little hopes of this one. Yeah. The game loves their home run hitters, don't they? Although, admittedly, he had a 5.8 WAR. Lindor was better than that. You're getting distracted by the home runs. He did hit 50 home runs. Let's not denigrate his accomplishment. Nothing too thrilling here. Free agency. And Familia declined my offer. I kind of suspected he would, but at least it means I'll get a draft pick. So, free agency filings. Okay. Familia doesn't even crack the top 10. Okay. We have a lot of money to spend in free agency. This could be our year to make a big splash on somebody. Somebody elite. Because, yeah, I'll have Brantley's salary coming off the books next season. Okay, let's start by doing the Hall of Fame voting, because I love the Hall of Fame voting. It's so good. Bobby Abreu. Carlos Beltran is an obvious Hall of Famer, in my opinion. Berkman deserves his shot. Bartolo Colon pitched for so bloody long. No one calls Bartolo Colon Big Sexy. Look, I'm an Indians fan. At no point has anyone ever called him that. Except maybe himself in the bathroom mirror. Jason Giambi, yeah, I'll give him a vote. I'm looking mostly at peak. So 50 for you. 50 is usually about my cutoff. Andrew Jones was really good, though. So I'm going to keep voting for Jeff Kent. I don't think he's going to get in, though. Jose Reyes, not remotely worthy of the Hall of Fame in my view. I could see CC deserving it. I'll put him on my ballot. I think Chase Utley should be a slam dunk. when he actually gets to the Hall of Fame, just because he's been a really good second baseman for so long. That's my opinion, though. I don't know if he'll actually make it in real life. Hello, Ichiro. How is his WAR so bad? That can't be right, can it? He's so good in everything, but I think he was just consistently so good for so long. Wow, WAR was not kind to him at all, was it? He's kind of a slap hitter, and that typically causes some problems. Jaws and WAR in general tend to like power hitters more, and Ichiro was never that. But he, in my opinion, is a slam dunk first ballot Hall of Famer. Jimmy Rollins, it's hard to get excited about him. Maybe. Let's send in the ballot, and then let's call the free agent market up. This could be our year to put a serious play for a top-notch play. Oh, good lord, do these people want a lot of money. Maybe just under the top-notch level. Wow. Okay. I've not been paying attention to the elite, so we're going to search by potential. Here we go. Juan R. Jimenez. Who's pitched... He's... Okay, wait, what? Am I hallucinating? I must have been hallucinating. Oh, Connor McDonald from Australia looks pretty good, but I don't really need a first baseman. Yadier Alvarez. Are you legitimately good? You're legitimately interesting. If not actually good. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll toss you an offer. Oh, he doesn't like Freddie Gonzalez. But you're both Cuban. You should be like best friends. That might be kind of racist, actually. I'm sorry. Alright, let's look at overall rating now. So I'm not going to find the super awesome potential guys. So it's just about getting the best players I can. Okay. I want... Oder can't play third, and I don't want to move Krieger over to third because I don't think he's that good. I've got some arms here that are at least interesting. And I think I will make one an offer. You want a 5-year deal, though. I'm not prepared to give you that. What about Biagini? You want a 5-year deal. Why doesn't anyone just want like a 2-year deal? That's all I want to give out right now. I could go back to Roberto Osuna. At this price, he's more than fair. Done. I will offer you a chance to come back to my glorious team. So we want an upgrade at third base, do we? Bogarts is a terrible third baseman. Seager is a terrible third baseman. Moncada, I'm sure. Is there... Okay, Moncada's a really good third baseman. Okay. I want 2 team options at the end of this deal, if I'm even going to consider it for 1 minute. This is our chance to make a mega splash. Someone to play third base. And I might lose a draft pick, but I'm going to get one for some of the Science Familia, so... And he might very well opt out. And if he does, more power to him. Ask for a response. I'm gonna go for the long ball. I'm gonna see if I can pick up an elite player. Seager's actually affordable, as is Evan Longoria. So if I don't get Moncada and can't move him over to third, I will happily trade or try to pick up Seager or something like that. Let's go to the winter meetings. My owner is going to be super angry at me. He's thinking, oh, we're going to make money. And I'm going to throw like $30 million a year at someone like Yoan Moncada. He's going to be like, damn it. Why did I hire this guy? You hired me to win. Milwaukee's offering me a trade proposal. You're offering me a third baseman who has very little talent. Yeah, that is not fair at all. I agree. Winter meetings. Familia signed with the Dodgers, so I got my draft pick. If I'm right and I get the guy I want, my fans should be going crazy about me in about 5 minutes. Okay, Osuna likes the deal. Moncada likes the deal. Holy crap, did Danny Salazar get a great big extension. Wow. Whew. Okay. Let's go to the end of the winter meetings. We got Moncada. The overall fan interest increase is amazing. And now watch carefully. I mean, I could just move Krieger to third, but I think I'd actually rather have Moncada play third. If I have you play third, you're 78 out of 70. But you can handle it. I want you at third. I want to take a look now. Owner. And we'll see how that works. Over time, I mean, I'm not moving him over for Krieger. I just think that Moncada is more valuable to us at third because we have... How were you at second last season? You were amazing at second last season. You won a Gold Glove at second last season. But I needed the upgrade to third. Jones could... You know what? I think I actually will let Moncada play second. And then... Because that's where he's like ultra amazing. And I think Jones might be able to play a decent third base. And if not, I can always move Moncada to third. Because I'm not going to move him over for Krieger. I liked Krieger. I thought Krieger did a good job. But I don't like him that much. So let's look at the year-end WAR. Moncada would have been the best player on our team. Lindor, an excellent season. Ended up right alongside his career numbers. Kageyama. Bats cooled off a tiny bit, but still amazing. Mejia won his first Gold Glove. I don't like the fact he only hit 270. That's not encouraging. But he's only 27. Maybe there's just a little hiccup before he picks things back up. Zimmer had a good season. Bradley was okay. He did hit 30-plus homers. Benson did well in limited playing time. Michael Tinsley was a perfectly serviceable backup catcher. Kim was admittedly something of a disappointment. And Michael Brantley was a waste of oxygen that I can't get rid of. God damn it. Okay, extensions. Anyone whose contract I want to extend for sure. Not that I can think of. It might be worth talking to Jay about his arbitration hearings. Okay, If Zimmer will take that amount over 3 years, I will actually sign him right now. I'll even give you a gradually increasing one. Give you 4 million that year, 5 million that year. You'll take that, okay. And you're a steal at that number, so I'm perfectly happy with that. Jay. I'm going to give Jay 1 year of arbitration. Unless he'll take a very small number. Extension. 4 million's actually pretty reasonable, but let's let him think about what he's done first. Bradley, I can give you a 3-year deal. You're not that thrilling a player, but you'll last until Donnelly can be called up. No, not 31 million. Oh no. No, he doesn't like that. Maybe I'll give him the same deal that I'm offering Zimmer. It's still a pretty tiny deal and something I can easily move if I need to. There we go. I'll handle that. That's 2 extensions handled, and then the others I want some time to think about. What would Merritt want for a longer deal? I think I'll just wait, and I'll just let arbitration take care of these two. That looks good. That looks good. Okay. And the winter meetings. I'll be honest, I think we've already won. You're giving me a better offer, but still nothing I actually want. Not interested. Can I still pick up a cheap upgrade for 3rd if I don't have Moncada play there? Third base. Seager's asking price is coming down. Can you play 3rd at all? No. I liked Seager last season. I thought he did a pretty good job. I just don't want him on a long-term deal because I don't know that he can be trusted. But Evan Longoria, on the other hand, would be a fine 1-year risk at 3rd base. And he still played good 3rd base last season. I'll tell you what, I want a 3-year deal, and I want 2 team options. Would you take that? Yes, you would. And I think I'm the only person that's giving him any kind of offer. Pitching staff. I've got plenty of relievers. I think we can cobble up a bullpen without spending any additional this offseason. I think. Especially if we end up getting Osuna, which I think we actually probably will. Because I doubt anyone's going to offer him a deal. No. 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 This is the kind of 3rd baseman I actually want, but that's the kind I'm not going to be able to get. I could just try. People are this interested in Krieger this season. I mean, I just picked up Moncada. Oh, Zimmer and Bradley both extended. Remember how 2 seasons ago Zimmer wanted like $30 million a year? And now he's getting like 5? That's pretty sweet. Rule 5 draft. Anyone interesting here? I read the Rule 5 draft quite often, don't I? Wait, what? Oh, did you sign? Oh, you signed. I had no idea. Yes. You're on the 40, man. There he goes. I completely missed the fact that he signed. That's totally on me. And this is actually kind of a crappy year for the draft. So actually, it's just a bad year for pitchers. I hit it. Is there a third baseman here? There's a really good outfielder whose value is mostly defensive. Yeah, I'm not going to bother. And I lost Jimmy Anderson. I completely forgot about him. And now that he's gone from my team, he all of a sudden becomes a good pitching prospect again. That was my fault. I got sloppy. And it's over with, so that's all that matters. Let me look at my signings. Okay, Longoria is still thinking about it. Oh, right, Osuna, you are on the active roster. Go forth and multiply. Okay, don't multiply. That's kind of gross, but, you know. How is Evan Longoria taking so long to make a decision? I bet I'm the only person who's offering him a job. Losing Anderson would actually bite us in the ass in another season or two. Because I don't have top flight pitching prospects. A trade proposal. Is it for a third baseman again? It better not be for a third baseman. No, you're going to offer me a bad first baseman. Expect me to give me one of my better remaining starting pitchers and a decent center fielder. Why does this happen every season? Or every once in a while you're just like, yes, I'm going to make you deliberately insulting offers. What is Longoria taking so long to decide? Bobby Abreu made the Hall of Fame. Ichiro and Beltran will probably make it next year. Good for Pettit, Giambi, Berkman, Sabathia. No Ken. Some decent first-year numbers. And some other people dropped off the ballot. Are you still thinking about it? Why would you bloody sign Longoria? He may not sign till spring training. I mean, he's taking his sweet-ass time to sign. Here we go. Bloody hell. Ooh, and we've got another team captain. Okay. So get on the roster, Longoria. And you'll be, I think, a very capable third baseman. And this will give me one more year in AAA with Nolan Jones to see if he can be a better one in the future. He'll be called up for spring training anyway. So, advance we go. We're really past the really exciting stuff at this point. I mean, I've gotten all the free agents I want. Players are a little bit unhappy to see Kyle Seager. What did Detroit sign him for? Yeah, I got the better deal. Okay. And we'll advance up to spring training. Okay. I would like you to put the pitching staff together with a 6-man rotation since it's spring. And Mitch Brown gets the last spot. That's fine. Anyone I want to give... I would like Doug Prather to have a spring training invite. Because he could be really good. Anyone else I want to give an invite to spring training to? Maybe Donnelly? No, I want Donnelly to improve to get a little more seasoning. McWaters? Sure. Wait, why are you... You don't have the third pitch. Okay. You can still have it. Okay, how did Dave Strader take... Okay, you pitched well enough. I think you can handle Lake County this season. And then McCracken... yeah, they decided your changeup will never develop. I'm going to go ahead and take you off my list. This was always a risk. And what if we made you into a reliever? How much better do you become? A little better. So we'll just let you do what you ever want to do. Where was my closer? Dan Huffin. He had an outstanding season. I'm going to bump you straight up, and I'm going to take personal control of you as well. I'm going to send you straight to low A, and just let you show off your stuff. Wait. Dan Mitchell? He took a big step forward. I'm going to send you up to double A. Of course, I just signed someone to be my second baseman for like 10 more years, but Moncada could still end up moving to third. So we'll see. And he got worse. He's still really, really fast, a good infielder, and he's going to hit for a lot of average and a decent amount of power. So I will take that from a second baseman. Let me just simulate 1 week at a time. And then we'll make decisions on who makes which spots. I don't care how we do in spring training. It is not the least bit concerning to me. You Darvish being injured again is kind of irritating. But it's not like I didn't expect it. Interesting. Advance a week. 7 to 8 weeks for Sam Dyson. Enjoy the 60-man DL. I want you to never, ever pitch in the majors again. Ever. Let's see here. Another week, please. And then I think a couple extra days will take me past all the spring training games, at which point it doesn't matter. Okay. So we have 37 players. McWaters, you can go back to Double A. Let me look at my... Can I see my spring stats? No, I've got to look at spring stats here. It's fine. Please give me pitcher stats. But I want you to filter so it only gives me the people on my team. How do I do that? Name, age, height, weight, birth, date. I don't see team on here. That seems kind of silly. I really just want to look at one person, which is Prather, and see if he did well enough to deserve a... He got hammered. It's fine. Prather, go back to... Let's get you a full season at AAA. You're not that useful, Reynoso. I will happily waive you to get you off my roster. Why don't you like Rame? I think Rame could be a good pitcher. How many pitchers do I have right now? I have 14. I need to get rid of 2. Crow goes to AAA, and I think Brown gets waived and sent to AAA. I'm going to make Osuna the closer. Actually, maybe I should make Crockett the closer. I should. Crockett's actually my best strikeout guy. You are now a closer, Samuel Crockett. Okay, catching fine. Your time is gone, Gavin Collins. I mean, Maroff makes the roster every year. Solak is down. I'm going to try to trade Taylor. Maybe a change of scenery will get him something valuable. But I just don't see him getting any kind of playing time for me. I could get a really good relief pitcher and a bunch of players who weren't that interesting. That's unfortunate, but what could I do? I could trade for someone like a Joe Denand. Do you have any options left? You have 1. You at least have some kind of upside. No one else here does. I think I'm just going to take the chance and just waive him. Yeah, waive and designate. Jones to AAA, where he can get a little more experience. I have so many outfielders right now. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why do I have so many bloody outfielders? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I have too many. And I've got to get rid of 3 of them. Okay. Were you a Rule 5 pick? You were someone I traded with Baltimore. Let's waive you. Waive you. I'm going to try to waive Brantley and see if I can get him to take a a minor league assignment this year, but he probably won't. And then give me until April 1st to let people clear waivers, or not clear waivers, just so I can see if anyone gets picked up by someone else, and then I can decide what to do with them. I got player development update, that's fine. That should be everyone having cleared waivers now, right? Yeah, they all cleared. So, 1, 2, 3. I know you guys will all go to AAA. Will you go to AAA? Of course you won't. And if I cut you, I lose. I have to pay your salary anyway. The only person I can get is someone who's even worse than he is. At least Hayward's a decent outfielder. Am I seriously thinking about this? Am I seriously thinking about trading a bad contract for a bad contract? The thing is, there's nothing wrong with Hayward's glove, which means he at least has that to offer. Brantley has nothing. Trade. I want you to take some of his salary. You'd eat 30% of his salary. He's insignificant fair. What's Hayward's popularity? Fair popular. Let's make the trade. This at least gives me a useful fourth outfielder, which is more than I can say for Brantley. You guys can all come off waivers now. I gotta send someone down. And I can't sneak someone like... I might be able to get Ventura through waivers. Let's try it. I don't like it, and I'll probably lose Ventura. But the difference is Hayward can play center. He can play right. He can be a decent backup outfielder. So, set up my lineup. This is good. This is what I expected. Krieger being my primary and utility guy, which I think he'll do very well at. Pitching. Let's clear everything. Okay. 5-man rotation. 1. Carrasco is my definite ace. I think Finnegan's still my number 2. Clevenger's still my number 3. Jay's my number 4. And Bauer's my number 5. Let me look at pitching ratings and see if I'm making any mistakes here. I could argue that Jay belongs over Finnegan, but Finnegan was the main in the playoffs, so I'm cool with that. Okay. Crockett will be my 8th inning plus closer. Just relievers, please. Osuna will be set up. You can come in the 7th or later. Then who? Deo in the 6th. Romero is a specialist. Merritt's middle relief and a backup specialist. Rame is a straight-up middle reliever. And Esparza is going to be my long reliever. And throw in a little bit of emergency starting pitching if I need it. Okay. I think this is a bullpen I can live with. I think Rame in particular is someone who's got a lot of potential. I don't know why he's only rated an overall of 90, except for the fact he's never pitched in the majors for more than just a couple of appearances. But I think he could still be quite good. Okay. Lineups are set. I think Moncada's a perfect leadoff guy. I wish I knew why you kept batting Mejia like 6th. Mejia can handle a tougher assignment. How did Benson do in his first year? He did well. I mean, I could have seen more from him, but Benson was all right. Okay. Let's sim ahead to opening day official. This is probably where Carlos Ventura gets claimed by another team. I'm sure it'll probably happen. Wouldn't be surprised if it did. He wants me to win another World Series. Well, I want to too. While we're at it, let's look at our minor league system. I probably don't want to see this. I'm probably dead last. No? I still have Strader and Donnelly. They keep me relevant. They keep me relevant. And then preseason predictions. You think we're going to win 87 games? You think we'll have the best lineup in the American League? I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you at all. Okay. Still number 12 payroll. We still have money for extensions and a little bit for free agents. It's good. Personnel. This is the last year of my deal again. So if I don't win the World Series, I might get fired. Doug Bachler works with power pitchers, but so does Carsey. And Carsey gets along pretty well with some of my relievers. I think Carsey's earned himself a Major League extension. Done. I give myself an extension of $10 billion. What are you talking about? You're not going to hire me again. Aww. I'm going to have you move up to high A. Pitching coach for high A Lynchburg. And Beltran won't be demoted. Well, you know what, Beltran? You kind of suck, so you're fired. And then I will promote you to high A. And then I have to fill in, I have to get a new pitching coach for the Arizona Rookie League. Pitching coach, please. I could get Mickey Callaway. That'd be funny. Just for fun. No, he doesn't want to work for me. That's fine. Someone like Justin Ashley would be good. Give me 3 years and we'll see how you do. Okay, I think that'll be it for this episode. So we've upgraded the team significantly. Moncada is an amazing force at the top of the lineup. Our very first big ticket free agent. Hopefully that doesn't bite us in the butt. But I think he's what this lineup is needed, which is that top part fire starter. We traded Michael Brantley for Jason Hayward. Although Hayward's salary is higher, we're not paying all of it. And most importantly, he offers a backup outfielder who can still run, who can still play very fine right field and center field. Which means Kageyama might even get some time off this season, which would be really good. The rest we picked up Evan Longoria, a very inexpensive third base upgrade, who still hits for power, or could at least still hit for gap power and still hit for contact. So even if he doesn't work out, he's super cheap, and I have people in the minors who would be interesting. Tyler Krieger loses his starting second base role. He's not happy because he's not playing every day. He's just going to have to suck that up because he's no Yoan Moncada. And he might be someone I consider trading at some point, especially if I could get... Maybe that actually would be a good thing to do really quickly before we end the episode. If I could get a good pitching prospect for him, I would take it. But anything other than that, and I won't give him up. And it's a bunch of garbage and Matt Bowman. Well, I guess it was a little unfair to expect anything really outstanding for him, wasn't it? Another outstanding reliever, and that's it. So, not that interesting, but worth it, I think. Now, signing Moncada will cost us our first-round draft pick. And we did get a new sandwich pick from losing Familia, so... But he's 27, which means he's still got a good 2 to 3 good years left in him, for sure. And then he'll have his player opt-out, and then 2 seasons, and then a couple of options for us. So, a good deal, I think. I think I'm pleased with him as a signing. I hope he'll be able to take the team to the next level. I could always move him over to third base at some point down the road. So, lots of options with him. Our pitching staff is mostly the same. Why are we not starting Carrasco? Oh, he must have pitched in the final. You know what? You're starting Carrasco. Shut up. We re-signed our old buddy Roberto Osuna for a very inexpensive salary, even though he'll probably get injured every season. If there's ever a season he's not injured, he's worth it. Pat Dio is going to be, I think, a very decent setup man for us. Pitched a little bit for us in September last season. I think he won a job. Ryan Merritt continues to be an above-average reliever with a lot of stamina. Rame, I have a lot of hope for. Throws really hard, has good stuff. I think this is the season he sticks with us. Esparza can give us a little bit of long relief if we need it, and then we still have our lefty specialist from last season. So there's a little bit of reinforcements coming on the way in the bullpen. Doug Prather is now squarely on my radar, but as a starter. He could be really, really good. So we're going to give him a full season in AAA. In fact, I'm going to disable him getting kicked around. And then we've got some intriguing prospects in AA this season, including Jeff McWaters, who, if not for a terrible third pitch, would actually be a pretty decent starting prospect in his own right. But I'm still pretty excited about the future. And I think Nick Donnelly is going to be grabbing Evan Longoria's spot, shaking it as hard as he can, and murdering it. He could be in AAA at the end of the season, and if he is, I don't think there's any question that we dump Longoria for him. Because he could be an amazing hitter. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Donnelly can do once we actually get him into the majors. But that's what this season is for. Dan Mitchell, too, I think, has a lot of potential. The difference being that Mitchell only plays one position, and while he's really fast, he's like a cheaper version of Moncada, which has its uses. When do I have to start worrying about your Rule 5 eligibility? A while. So we'll see what Moncada's doing at that point and see what we'll do with Dan Mitchell then. And then our other interesting prospects are in high A, low A rather. We have Dan Huffin, Juan Navarez. He came out of nowhere. Where did I get you from? When I traded you to Arizona, who did I trade? My brain just completely blanked. Who did I trade for you? Wow, that was when I traded Ronaldo Rivera. Excellent. So I've got some good minor league pitching prospects. I've got Dave Strader, who could be, knock on wood, I'm actually knocking on the wood right now, the ace that we've needed for a while. He's already 23. I'm going to push him aggressively this season. I'd like to see him in Double-A by the end of the season if he proves he can handle it. McCracken may be a bust, but Strader has real potential. He could be my Carrasco replacement. And look at this stuff. Oh. He could be amazing. So we'll keep a very close eye on Strader. But and we have Josh Floyd. Floyd is still pretty raw, but I think we can at least kick him up to low A. Give him a little bit more of a challenge this season. And we have Phil Landy, a third-round pick that, to be perfectly honest, I don't know where he'll end up, but he could be a decent bat wherever he ends up. But he's going to need some seasoning. Ben Steed is a reliever, let's be honest with ourselves, but potentially a good one. So there's some good talent in the minors. The problem is that not much of it is near the major league level. Prather is probably the closest thing we have to a major league ready prospect. Or Nolan Jones. He's the other one. Would anyone want Solak at this point? I'm just curious. Is there even a little bit of desire for him, for a player that I would find interesting? The answer is no. Solak's actually, I think, going to be... What, are you about ready to get? Are ready? Well, maybe not. Who did I trade you? Did I just get hosed on this deal if Solar doesn't make the majors? Not really. Ulysses can too. It's now playing for Texas. And he's not bad. Oh, you grabbed him in the Rule 5 draft. Interesting. But he doesn't hit for power, and he just hits for a little bit of contact, so maybe he's not terrible, but whatever. All right. That has been it for this episode of Out of the Park Baseball 18. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment down below. As I said in the previous episode, we're getting to the point where we might want to consider finding a new team or a new challenge of some kind, especially if I don't win the World Series this season and I get fired. But the idea of repeating is awfully tempting to me, so it certainly won't be this season, but maybe next season. What I might do, and I talked about this in the last episode too, of course, is play the full 10 seasons, so I'll be eligible for the Hall of Fame. But I don't know if the game actually elects managers to the Hall of Fame. I could just put myself in the Hall of Fame. And let's check out our numbers. Our numbers are pretty crazy, right? There should be a quick way to see what my numbers are. Here we go. 6 playoff appearances in 6 years. Wait, what? Has this been 6 seasons? I thought it was only 5. Though this is season number 6. Don't be telling me I've had 6 playoff appearances, have I? Maybe I'm wrong. But we have 2 championships. Oh, I managed 7 years in the majors. How do you know that? Have I been completely making up numbers this whole time? Maybe I have been. Trippy. Anyway, though, that is it for this edition of Out of the Park Baseball 18. And until next time, this has been Avindian, wishing you a good night, good fortune, and good luck.